Joining me today is Josh Campbell, who is not new to Extension, but in a new role as the small farmer and rancher specialist. So, Josh, tell us a little bit about what that means and what you are as a specialist and resource to people.
Yeah, so I am kind of developing in a new space for OSU Extension, working with what we call beginning farmers and ranchers. So that would be anybody who is in the first 10 or so years of establishing an agricultural enterprise, people who are wanting to enter agriculture for the first time, and really spanning the kind of the spectrum from small scale specialty crop horticulture, urban agriculture, all the way up to, to more traditional scale operations, livestock, things like that.
Okay, so you know it all, plants, animals, right?
I don't know if I know it all, but I like to help people figure it out.
Yes,
Yes.
exactly. And a lot of that does include horticulture commodities, cut flowers, and
Yes.
things like that as well, right?
Yes.
So tell us a little bit. Part of your effort is to get grants to help those people. Can you tell us about this newest grant that you've got?
Yeah. So a big part of what I enjoy most about my role is getting to meet with people who are working in agricultural spaces, trying to develop small farm businesses and help them find ways to be as successful as possible. And a lot of times we know those early few years, especially there's a lot of capital needs. You're spending money to get equipment, to build infrastructure, and any little bit of support that you can get can be really powerful. And so we do have a beginning farmer rancher development grant. So it's a USDA-NIFA grant specifically to support beginning farmers and ranchers. And there are many things we're doing with this grant, but one of them is a farmer apprenticeship program. So we've actually have 10 farm sites across the state of Oklahoma that are doing specialty crop vegetable production, so horticulture focused. And we have 20 apprentices that we've placed across those farm sites. And they are working in what I like to call a non-formal work-based learning environment. So it's experiential learning at its finest. They're spending 15 hours a week over the course of 8 months, 500 total hours just working and learning alongside people who have a little bit more farming experience than they do.
Right. And all of them have slightly different business models,
Yep.
right, as far as the farm operation. And so you've tried to pair up the apprentice's interests with that farmer?
That's right. So we have a great variety of opportunities in terms of the farm host sites that we're partnering with. Some that are much larger scales than others, some that are like 8th Street that are operating on a not-for-profit type model, and some that are focusing on agritourism, and some that are focusing more on direct-to-consumer at, say, a farmer's market, and some that are selling through wholesale opportunities like the Oklahoma City Food Hub. So we tried to pair people based on what they wanted to get out of the program and what their interests were with an appropriate site to foster that.
Okay.
Learning.
Can you tell us a little bit about this apprenticeship program? What's the timeline of it, and
Yeah.
will it be going for another year?
Yeah, so we're piloting this concept with support of the USDA for 2 years here in Oklahoma. And so this is the first year that we're piloting this, kind of working through how to do this and what, some of the challenges that come along with that. The whole idea is around the concept of workforce development.
Okay.
One of the biggest challenges for any small farm operation is labor, finding labor, paying for labor. And so we're trying to make that a little bit easier for some of the farms that we're partnered with. And then also expose people who are wanting to get into agriculture, but maybe not sure where to start and where to plug in to have opportunities to learn and
Right.
see if it's a fit for them.
And who best to learn from other than the ones that are actually out doing it, really?
Right. So this program is really fostering that, and we have 2 years to pilot that here in Oklahoma.
Okay, so if somebody missed it this year, obviously you've already got your apprentices for this year. What's that kind of winter timeline that they should be looking for this?
Yeah, the details aren't out yet in terms of an application, but we will have an application this fall, probably launching in September or October of
Okay.
26 for the 27 cohort.
Okay, and you've had a great success with the relationship that's established between these?
It's been an awesome partnership with these farms. I think it has been really cool to develop a really deep relationship with some of the farm sites and to learn the stories of the apprentices and really just fostering an opportunity for them to learn from each other. That's what we're doing, is developing a space where they can work together and learn from each other. And that's really all we're doing, is fostering that connection.
Okay. Well, Josh, thank you so much for sharing this with us today.
Yeah, thank you.
We hope you enjoyed this video as part of our Oklahoma Gardening YouTube channel. You can also find even more videos on the OK Gardening Classics YouTube channel. And join us on social media for great gardening tips, photos, and discussion.